their bodies, their soul, they're now angels. No, they don't become angels. Nobody becomes an angel because they die. It's not like that. I mean, most psychics make it sound that way. I work with multiple psychics. My best friend was a top psychic, and I learned a lot about that as well. For me personally, I can't use psychic abilities because it takes away from reality, and it has the opposite effects. And what I kind of believe, if you get $2 million in the mail tomorrow, something's going to balance that energy out. Like your partner's going to die, somebody gets hurt, and they die, or whatever. And I just read a horrible story about a 70, I forget how old he was. He just hit the lottery, and he was murdered in his house. So yeah, it's kind of imbalance when they say the law is imbalance. It's balance at some levels. Until you pay off your karma, you're stuck here. That's the balance. How do you pay off your karma? People need to learn what that really means. How do you pay off karma? Giving your confession over to Jesus or to some spiritual healer? But no, it's not like that. You each work through it. And
that was good,
the goal. Yeah, I know. He's fine and happy, but my partner is leaving. You there? What's the matter?
My house. Skateboarding on the streets illegal, in case you didn't fucking know.
Sorry about that. I don't have too much time, but I wanted to say this. When you do finally meet with you guys, and accept them and start traveling, the experiences they'll give you are important.
I feel so sorry for the little children. I mean, take them down the street, 50 miles an hour, cars going by so fucking fast, the kids could die in a minute.
Please, I only got 10 minutes to do my show. So the idea is to remember the experience. Experience that you don't remember is useless. The soul knows it already. It's the mind that needs to hold on to it and become aware of it. And then it's easier for spirit to push whatever needs to go through into the conscious being so you can be a more conscious soul in the physical reality. All right. So when you work through this and you're starting to get these experiences, you'll be able to start going deeper into the inner worlds, seeing better and greater things. But you need to get the groundwork. I mean, when they create a school system, they start you at kindergarten, you work your way up to high school. Then you're given the privilege to go to high school, going into college. So they all create who and what we are here, except the only problem within the physical reality, it's based on physical things and nothing spiritual. I can't say much of what you learn in any school, any grade, including college, is spiritually beneficial for a soul, your soul. Whereas if you meet a guide, spiritual guide on the inner, it will be nothing but that. All right. In this moment, when you're doing your contemplation, getting back to where, how, and all that in the beginning is find the best place to do it. Be in a comfortable place. Because you're going to be there for 20 minutes. You don't have to stay there for 2 hours. I say half hour is the max amount of time. Minimal 10, 15 minutes, depending on what you want to get out of it. And once you get into a place where you can actually feel yourself leaving the body, then you can determine how much longer you need to do it. But once you're out of the body, time stops for the physical body. Don't stop breathing or nothing like that, but it just stops. You could be gone for 20 minutes. You got a question?
Well, I was just commenting when I meditated yesterday. I felt something new. It was my hands and head were shaking, but I wasn't moving, so I felt like it was soul was trying to do something, but.
Well, all right. That's when soul is getting ready to leave the body. All right. I kind of explained once or twice how it felt for me the first time I ever left my body and being totally aware. I was in a meeting with a group of people. They were chanting a sound. And I couldn't deal with it. I thought it was just funny. So I actually had to bite my tongue so I wouldn't stop laughing because they all had their eyes closed and they were chanting a sound. And my tongue was almost spit off because I just couldn't stop laughing. Because the way they worded it, it was spiritual exercise. And they're chanting the sound. I said, what kind of spiritual exercise is chanting a sound? Since I never heard it before or nothing. So it was funny. But biting my tongue so hard, I finally had to stop biting my tongue. Now, in that moment, my body felt tingly. And then it was like somebody pushing on the back of my head from the back of me while I was sitting in a chair. And just imagine somebody's pushing on your head and you're trying to hold your head up while they're trying to push it down. And you're pushing really hard, back and forth, and it's like, I'm not going to let you push me down. I'm not going to let you push me down. Even though I didn't know what it was or nothing, I was just like, I'm trying to keep my head straight. Then all of a sudden it was like, I mean, they do this with people kind of, when they work on the body and stuff, they do push on it and then they let it go. Like when you're breathing, they help you breathe that way. They push on your lungs and you breathe real hard, and then they pull their hands off real fast and then you inhale all this air. Well, suddenly it's like they were pushing on my head so hard, and then they just pull their hands back real fast. When I went flying back, I was standing in front of my body, in the room, in front of all the people that were in there meditating. And I looked around the room. It was the most amazing thing happening in that moment.
Behind me, if you can see everybody's home.
All right. Okay.
Doors.
Should I blast the music or something?
No, just keep. Don't act like you're fucking not here.
All right. Well, I'll be. All right. So, I looked around the room and said, "Wow, that's interesting." There's me sitting in a chair with my eyes closed, afraid. I wasn't scared in any way. I wasn't doubting what I was doing. I just looked up to the ceiling. And then the ceiling opened up. And I said, whoa. And then this giant ball of light came through the ceiling. And, I mean, even in that path that I was studying at that time, they said, don't look directly into the light. And I said, that's ridiculous. So I stared straight at it. And as it came close to me, I just put my hands out and touched it. I was shown the next 10 years of my life. It was more than anybody could ask for me anyway, that's for sure. But when you make a commitment, especially to spirit, and it knows you're committed, that's why I always say 30 days. Not to stop at the end of 30 days either, because it's only going to get better. But during that time frame, making that actual connection is the most critical thing you can do. Because at that point, you can start moving forward at a much faster pace and speed, or whatever you want to call it. Become a lot more aware of things and understand them better, especially the soul body and how it works. So as you do that, we need to take that to the next step, which is taking it back when you come back into your body. When you come back, you'll bring it back. There should be no fear that you're not going to come back into your body and all those things. That's why I said the protection, knowing that you're with something spiritual, and if it's of God, it's going to be complete protection. And if the house started on fire or anything, it would be in your body instantly. So it's all a plus when you do the things in the right way, figure out your protection, figure out where you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, what you want to achieve, and allow it all to happen. So it happens in a matter of a minute, a second, and suddenly you're in a different reality and suddenly your life changes. A death experience happens in a short period of time as well. Out-of-body experiences happen very fast. Natural, unnatural. So you got to catch it in that moment. Well, I hope that helped you because I'm running out of time. But remember, you could always text me with more questions. But it's basically up to you to create that scenario. And if your meditation's not working, put music in it, take music out of it, whatever you have and you don't have. Change it a little to make it feel a little different. And then find the right vibration you need to create for yourself when you go into it. And that'll make it much easier and flow for you. And I told you, flute music and harp music is my number one. But then again, I use hard music here and there to get out of my body as well. So it's, you make a decision and work with different things until you find one that works. Enigma is a group that I use, which really helps a lot, surprisingly. It's just, I mean, and even using music that you don't know about. Or, you say, well, let me just try this kind of music. But work with different things as well, because you'll find the right things that work good for you and the things that don't. But my time's up. I'm glad at least you called in. I'm glad you did. Like I said, I don't mind talking to a person. It makes it a little more real than talking to a shadow on a computer.
Yeah.
So with that, work with it again. Any more questions, just text me. All right? But it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. And for all out there, thank you for listening. And we'll talk soon.
All right, Tommy. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. Till next time.